Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading today may apply to everyone watching. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what the universe wants us to know. What messages does the universe have for the collective today, please? What do we need to hear? I know that to be with you, I have to build back trust. Your person knows they can't just show up and expect to pick up where the two of you left off. They know they're going to have to do the work to win back your trust and your faith in them. And if your person really hurt you, it's going to take some work on their part for you to have that faith and trust in them again. But they're willing to do it. They will walk through the fire if they have to show you that you can trust them. And it's going to be more than just showing you, it's going to be telling you. And with this, their words and their actions need to be in alignment. So you don't have to read between the lines. Did you have to read between the lines with your person before? You guys watching the reading? It's exhausting trying to figure out what they're doing, what they're saying. Are they coming or going? Are they in? Are they out? Do they love you? Do they not? It can be just something that makes you kind of, well, feeling like you're on the crazy train. But your person knows that they're going to have to work side by side with you to build this relationship on this stronger foundation where there is stability, where there is better communication, where you make compromises with each other, where they listen to you and acknowledge that they have heard you. But your person is willing to do the work here to rebuild this trust in this relationship with you. They want to regain your faith and your trust in them. And they know it's not going to happen overnight, and it shouldn't either. This person needs to work for you. They need to put forth the effort and the energy to win you back, because you guys watching the reading, you're worth it. You are worth this person putting forth this energy, walking through that fire, doing what they have to do to show you that they will be there for you and be the partner who you can trust and depend on. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to know today, please? What does the collective need to hear? What is going on? From the start, I knew I wanted to share my life with you. Well, yes. Didn't you feel the same way? In the very beginning, you knew that this was something special. You knew it was something magical. You knew this was the one for you. Your person knew it as well. And, maybe you guys talked about that. Maybe they shared that with you. Maybe you guys even had a plan to build your lives together. Perhaps you talked about moving in. Perhaps you actually did move in with each other. You talked about getting engaged. You talked about getting married. You planned a future with this person. And then they just ran because it all became too real for them. It's what they wanted, but when the reality of it started hitting them in the brain, oh, that old fear monster came up and tapped them on the shoulder and was like, hey, this is real. You're going to get in really deep in this relationship. And so they ran, they ghosted, they did all of those crazy things to create the split between the two of you. But your person is acknowledging here that they want this life with you. And it's something they have always seen. It's something they have always envisioned and imagined. And when they start making their way back to you, this is going to be part of their plan. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to hear? What is happening here? I love how you and I can talk about anything and everything, and it may have been this way with your person at some point. You guys talking until the wee hours of the morning, perhaps even talking through the night, texting marathons, spending time together marathons, talking about anything and everything under the sun, because that is the beauty of this connection. You guys could talk for hours and it seemed like only 10 minutes. You would be on the phone with them for 6 hours and it felt like an hour had passed or less, because you get lost in that time and space of this connection, because it's magical and it's spiritual. And no matter how much time passes between when you and your person talk, you always want to pick up where you left off in the talking. But first, your person needs to rebuild your trust in them. But you could talk about all kinds of things. And perhaps your person was even able to talk about their feelings for you. And you talked about that as you were planning this future and thinking about what this life would look like. But then, of course, fear got in the way and wreaked its havoc on this relationship with your person. Your person misses talking to you. They miss the stuff that you would talk about, all of the different things. Some of the times you talked about similar things because you have similar interests, but then at other times you talked about different things because you have unique interests that are unique to each of you as individuals. The bottom line is you guys would talk about everything, and your person misses these conversations. Let's see what else we need to know. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to know? What is happening here? Our love is meant to be. Well, yes. Your person has always known that this connection with you was meant to be. The meeting between the two of you was definitely meant to be. The universe orchestrated the meeting between the two of you, kind of like moving you around like pieces of the great chessboard of the universe to make sure that both of you were in the same place at the same time. The universe allowed this connection to happen. The universe brought the meeting of the two of you together. And then they kind of stepped out of the way to see what you were both going to do with this connection. The universe is still at work in your lives individually, trying to encourage and guide and direct your person back towards you, because your person is acknowledging here that yes, our love is meant to be. We share a love destiny with each other. We share a love with one another like no one I have ever been with or experienced before, and you're probably feeling the exact same way. But your person is acknowledging here that you're the one for them, just like you are able to acknowledge that this person is the one for you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to know? What is happening here in this connection? I panic when I think about you moving on without me. Well, that should light a fire under their butts, shouldn't it? Let's get this connection moving. Let's get this party started. Let's get ready to rumble, because your person is acknowledging here that it's time to act. And they do have that fear that you could move on. They have that fear that you might find someone else. And that is that fear that lives in their head. But in this regard, this fear is doing them some good, because it is lighting that fire beneath them to push them forward and get them moving. But in your person's heart and in their soul, they know that you're still there for them. They fear that you may move on, but they know there's a knowing within your person, just like there is within you, that you are destined for each other. That fate and destiny is at work in your lives. That's how you met. The universe orchestrated this meeting. But your person is also acknowledging here they know the two of you are meant for each other. But there is, for your person, a little bit of panic that you may move on without them, especially if it's been a long time since they have communicated with you, since the two of you have spent time together, or if they did a lot of damage to this relationship between the two of you when you were spending time together. They know they got to get moving. It's time for them to move and groove. And that is what your person is going to do, because they want to rebuild this relationship with you. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading. What does the collective need to know? What does the universe want to tell us about this connection, please? I want to get back together. Yes, your person does want to get back together. But first, they're acknowledging that they need to do the work, that they need to put forth the effort and the energy to rebuild trust so that you can trust and have faith in them again. This is about them becoming accountable and responsible to you and to this relationship, to the universe, and to themselves. But your person is saying here, they want to start over with you because they are acknowledging that you are the one for them, that your love is meant to be. And your person is saying here that they are willing to do what it takes to have this opportunity to start over with you. And because they may be feeling that they're in a bit of a panic about you moving on to be with someone else, that is definitely lighting a fire under them. It's not going to stop them from reaching out, this panic. It's going to cause them to put forth more effort and more energy to reach out because they have worked through their fears, they've worked through their illusions, they are blasting through all of the things that have been holding them back, and they know that you are the one for them, so they have to take action. This is what they're saying here. But the thought of you moving on without them, it does make them panic. It does make them worry. It gives them anxiety. But it also is lighting that fire under them that says, hey, you, it's time to pick up the phone and get moving here. It's time for action. It's time for you to do something and start rebuilding this trust, this faith, and this confidence. So you guys watching the reading can have that faith and trust in this person again. Let's see what else the universe wants us to know. What does the collective need to know? What is happening here in this connection? I know I have decisions to make and I need to act soon. Well, yes, your person needs to act soon. The universe is pushing them, guiding them, directing them, lighting a fire within them, sending them thoughts of you, having dreams about you. No matter what your person does or where they go, they're being bombarded by signs and signals from the universe as well. Your person knows it's time to choose. And it's not about choosing whether or not they want to be with you. This is about them choosing how they're going to act. What actions will they take? How are they going to present themselves? What are they going to say? How are they going to say it? How are they going to apologize? What are they going to have to do to rebuild your trust? They know they're going to have to work for it. They know they're going to have to show up for you much more than they've ever shown up for you in the past. This is about them winning back your love, your trust, and your respect. If we think of it like fairy tales, we would think about the knight getting on the horse and riding off to do battle with the dragon and bringing back the dragon's head for the princess in the tower. Yes, that was a fairy tale, but that is the essence of what your person needs to do here. It's what needs to happen. They know that they're going to have to put forth effort and energy, and that they're going to have to be responsible and accountable and take ownership for all of those things that they did in this relationship with you that hurt you, that caused damage, that caused you to feel betrayed, that caused you to feel neglected, that caused you to feel perhaps even stabbed in the back by this person. But this is saying that they will do that because they want to share their life with you, because they know that you are meant for each other. So this decision that this person is saying they have to make is about them taking action, when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, what they're going to say, and how they're going to present themselves, because they want an opportunity to get back together and start over with you. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is going on in this connection and with this person? This is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about stability, but it's also about a strong foundation because it is 4 corners, 4 cornerstones. But it's about your person wanting to hold on to you and hold on to this relationship. They don't want to let you go. The 4 of Pentacles is what I call the Ebenezer Scrooge card, and it hasn't come up for a while. In a general reading that's not about love, it would be about someone that's trying to hold on to their money, squeezing every penny, trying to make every nickel count because they are just hoarding their money. But in a relationship reading about love, which is what this is about your person wanting to hold on to you and hold them close, hold you close to their heart. That is what this is all about. See, this figure is holding this pentacle very close to their heart. They want to hold you that close. This is about them wanting to not let go of you or this relationship. But it's also about rebuilding this relationship on stability that comes with those 4 cornerstones of 4 pentacles. What else does the universe want to reveal for this reading? What does the collective need to hear? What messages does the universe want us to know today, please? Well, this is judgment. Yes, quickly, judgment, judgment. Judgment is all about... Well, I dropped the Post-its on the floor. Good Googa Mooga. Well, that'll take a second. I'm back. Well, this is Judgment. Judgment is the card of the yellow Post-its. And if you haven't seen a reading on this channel before, the reason we put Post-its over those images is because they are not allowed on YouTube. Judgment is about the judgment, the last judgment, the call, when the archangel blows the horn and the people rise from the graves and they're not wearing anything. So that is why the Post-its are here, guys. But judgment is about renewal. It is about restoration of this connection with your person, rejuvenation, renewal, reunion, starting over. But judgment also tells us your person is acknowledging here that they did not act and behave in ways that were honorable to you or to this relationship. And they are judging themselves for the words, actions, and behaviors that hurt you, that created so much conflict in your life, so much confusion for you. And this is why they are saying here, I know that to be with you, I have to build back trust, because they have spent time reflecting and thinking about how they acted, how they treated you, and all of the things here that they did, and realizing that they fall short. This is why they know they have to rebuild your trust and your respect in them. Let's see what else we need to know. What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to tell us? What do we need to know? The 3 of Pentacles. This is all about building back together. The 3 of Pentacles is the card of the builder, but it's also a card of teamwork. And your person is acknowledging here that the 2 of you make a great team. You make a great couple. But this is about your person doing what it takes. This is about your person following through with this, I know I have to build back trust. That's about them doing the work to make it happen. It is about your person working with you day by day to build a healthy, happy, harmonious relationship. And you want a healthy relationship with this person. It may have been healthy at some point, and then it just became unhealthy. Maybe it became toxic, dysfunctional, especially if your person was really acting out and causing a lot of conflict and damage in this connection between you. They know they're going to have to work with you to rebuild it, but you will rebuild it together as a team with equal give and take, with you each contributing to the stability and the love and the care that needs to be in this healthy relationship moving forward. What else does the universe want to reveal for this reading today, please? What does the collective need to hear from the universe today? The Fool. Well, Judgment and the Fool side by side here. The Fool is all about your person wanting to start over with you. But as well, especially with that Judgment card being there, directly opposite, it is about your person judging themselves and feeling foolish, feeling very foolish for how they acted, for how they treated you, for being disrespectful to you and to this relationship, for hurting you, for creating so much unnecessary drama and chaos because they hadn't worked through all these things that hurt them when they were younger, before you even came into the picture. So it's like you were being punished for this stuff that happened to your person 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago that they hadn't really healed or resolved yet. What kind of craziness is that? But through your love, your person was able to see these things within themselves that they needed to work on, that they need to heal. And that is what will give this stability to this relationship as you come to this place of restoration and this fresh start that comes with the Fool. The Fool is ruled by the planet Uranus, the planet of unexpected things. And this tells us that in any given moment, things between you and your person can shift and they can change, because when the Fool is present, it can shift and change in the blink of an eye. All of a sudden, they're picking up the phone. They're communicating with you. They're calling. They're texting. They're sending you a message. They're getting in their car and they're driving to your house and knocking on your door because they are ready to show you that they want to rebuild trust and faith in this relationship. But the Fool also tells us your person is getting ready to take this step forward and take this leap of faith by making this major choice. The Fool is about a major choice because the Fool is at the crossroads and they have to decide which way they're going to go. I know I have decisions to make and I need to act soon. This is about them making that choice and plunging in both feet, just going for it, and not being fearful or afraid anymore. What else does the universe want to reveal for this reading? What does the collective need to hear? What does the universe want to tell us today, please? The Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands. It is such a powerful energy because it's a card of spiritual growth, an awakening, but it's also a card of action. Tells us your person is going to act. They are going to take action with you, especially because it comes next to the Fool. And the combination of the Fool and the Ace of Wands is powerful indeed. All of a sudden, things are different because your person is acting. They're no longer thinking. They're no longer contemplating, working things out, healing things. They've already worked through all of their healing stuff and they are ready to embark upon this journey with you, because the Fool is about a journey. It's about them wanting to start over as well, because the Ace of Wands is a card of a fresh start. But it also tells us your person has gone through spiritual growth. They're growing up and they've needed to grow up for some time. For some of you, your person is almost through it. For some of you others, your person is in the middle of it, but they are growing and evolving at the way they need to, at the rate they need to, so they can be ready for you and ready to win back your trust. They've already acknowledged here that you're the one and that this love is meant to be. They just have to get themselves fixed so they can show up for you and be in this relationship with you, by releasing things that have held them back, by addressing their fears and insecurities and letting all of this other clutter that lives in their head go so they can be full on in this relationship with you. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What do we need to hear? What does the universe want to tell us? What do we need to know? Let's see what the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? Magician's sword. Confidence in your magic. That comes with number 37. If anyone resonates with number 37 or 3 or 7. Now this card is interesting because it does remind me of the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth. Your person, when they return, they're going to be honest, they're going to be truthful, they're going to be authentic and real with you. And this also tells us they're going to communicate with you because yes, they are taking action here. But this Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic, the real meaning of this card, we have to think about what a sword does, right? It cuts things away. So this is about your person cutting away all of the things that have been a hindrance to this relationship with you, getting rid of all of that icky, nasty, gunky stuff that has tied them to a past that no longer serves them. Think about them being kind of like tied up, right, to this rock with a big rope. And that rock is all of their issues. And I don't mean like a rock, like a pebble. I mean like a boulder, like Plymouth Rock. That works. Anyway, you get the gist, you get the idea. And they're tied to that rock. And that rock is all of their issues and all of their stuff. But if they have this Magician's Sword, they can cut those ropes and release themselves from that rock, which has been dragging them down and bogging them down and preventing them from living this life that could be so happy, so fulfilling, and so joyful with you because, oh, I've got these issues from the past and I'm not ready. Well, this is about your person letting that stuff go, cutting it away, the things that no longer serve them, the things that no longer are part of their life that have held them back from living their best life and becoming this authentic person and authentic partner for you, who will do what it takes to win you back, who will show up for you in ways they never have before because they're no longer being weighed down by these things that have held them back. They're free and they're clear, and all they have to do is just cut that away and boom, they are released and making their way towards you. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear? What messages does the universe have for the collective today, please? Rainbow waterfall. This is beautiful. Miracles. We have a beautiful rainbow here. Rainbows are a symbol of hope, a symbol of healing, and a symbol that says it's reason to be optimistic that your person can do what it takes to get their act together and show up for you. Do you believe in miracles? Because miracles happen every day, and we see them every day through small things, as a butterfly landing on a fern here, as a butterfly flying through this waterfall. Just being in nature is a miracle in and of itself, isn't it? But this is about the miracle that is happening in this connection with your person, because the universe is at work. This Judgment card comes with this powerful archangel. The people upstairs are trying to work on your person to help them release all of this stuff, that big, huge boulder that's weighing them down, so that they can come forward to be with you. This card also comes with butterflies, a beautiful red one and a beautiful fuchsia one, which are symbols of transformation. And this does tell us your person is changing and transforming. Oh, there's a little yellow monarchy looking butterfly there as well. You can barely see it. But this water, this waterfall, it reminds me of this rush of emotion that is going to come pouring out of your person all at once. And they know that one of the ways that they're going to need to build back your trust in them is to tell you how they feel about you. And those emotions are going to come pouring out of them, gushing out of them like this waterfall. Because your person is going to take action and show up for you in a way they never have. In a way that is going to surprise you, in a way that you may not even believe is happening, because you will think And you will acknowledge that this miracle is happening in your life and in your relationship with this person. Let's see what else we need to know. What is happening here? What does the collective need to know? What is happening? Don't stop. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what I want to say here, this just popped into my head, is don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in your person. Don't stop believing in miracles. Don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop believing in the universe or your angels or your guides, because they can truly work the miracles that you need for your life and for this relationship. This again, this angel blowing the trumpet. This is not stopping. Do not stop. It's about you having faith in everything and in this connection and in this relationship. It's saying don't stop. Keep moving on. Keep on trucking. But it's also a message about your person also not stopping. It is about them keeping moving. It is about them taking action, cutting away the things that have held them back so that they can show up for you and show you through words and actions that will be in alignment, that you can trust them, that you can have faith in them, and that they are willing to do the work to show you that they've changed, that they've evolved, that they've transformed, and that, yes, it's safe for you to trust them again. But the other thing that comes with this don't stop is your person's not going to stop showing you those things either. They will not stop rebuilding your faith and your trust and your confidence in them. That's something that they will continue to do, because your person wants to show you that they can be the partner you need them to be, that they can be the partner that you have always truly believed they can be. But their fear, their insecurities, their other nasty, gunky, icky stuff just got in the way. But they are cutting all of that away with this magician's sword. This magician's sword is also a card of communication coming from your person. So your person has had clarity. They see the light. They see the truth. They are having an awakening, and they are on the verge of getting ready to take this leap of faith and jump into this connection with you with both feet. And once they jump in, they're not going to want to get out of the water ever again. They're going to want to stay with you in this relationship because they don't want to be without you in their lives again. That is why this is taking as long as it is with your person. That's why things are not moving super fast here in this relationship, in this separation that you're in with your person right now. And as well, it's about you trusting and having faith in the people upstairs, having faith in your angels and guides, and faith in the universe that everything is unfolding in accordance with the divine plan, and that is the divine plan of the universe. And trusting in that divine timing. And guys, it is hard to trust in divine timing because we don't really know. We just have to have that faith. The divine timing of the universe is not linear. We live in a world where our time is linear, but in the spiritual realm, there's no linear time. Everything is happening at the same time. Everything is now in 5D. So just try to understand that things are going to unfold and develop and get moving with your person as well at the right time, as the situation between you and this person unfolds and comes to this place where you are able to reunite and get back together, but with a stronger foundation, with better communication, more love, being expressive of that love, but also about the spiritual transformation that you've both gone through. That in and of itself is going to give this relationship with your person greater staying power than it ever had in the past. Because your person has awakened to the power of who they are, to the power of this relationship and this connection, and the power of this love that is here between the two of you. Let me grab some more cards. This is one of our decks, Divine Oracle Messages. There is a link in the description as well as the green message cards. But we are moving on with this reading to see what else we need to know. We need to hear what the universe wants to reveal to us. What does the universe have to say to us today? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Ready. Okay, this is about your person getting ready. They're working their way towards you. They are making their way back to you, and they are getting ready for this relationship and getting ready to take this leap of faith and jump in and make their way back to you. The only question I have for you guys watching the reading is, are you ready? Are you ready for this relationship? Are you ready for this person to show up? Because they are making their way back to you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want to reveal? What does the collective need to know? What is happening here? Twin flame soulmate. Yes, this is a divine counterpart connection, but I do feel what this is telling us is that your person is going to be able to acknowledge this connection with you. Perhaps you tried to share that with them. Perhaps you tried to tell them you were soulmates. Perhaps you tried to share with them that you were twin flames, but they either poo-pooed it or they said they didn't feel this connection. Well, that has all changed for your person because they have to acknowledge here that yes, there is something significant and spiritual that is happening in their life. Therefore, they are acknowledging that this is a spiritual counterpart connection. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to know? What is happening? Long term. Well, yes, your person wants to be in this for the long haul. What did they say here? Our love is meant to be. And they have, I knew from the start I wanted to share my life with you. Well, yes, that is long term, isn't it? It is about your person acknowledging that, yes, they do see this connection with you as one that can go the distance, as one that can go long term. A connection for life, the love of your life. This real soul, deep love that is between you is the driving force in this connection. But your person is acknowledging here that they not only want to start over with you, I want to get back together, but they're actually envisioning this long-term partnership with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the collective need to hear? What is happening? What does the universe want to know? What does the collective need to hear? Proposal. Well, yes, I do feel that that is what this is also about. If your person has said that they want to spend their life with you, it would make sense that they're going to make a proposal to you. Now, this could be a proposal of marriage, of course, but it could be another kind of proposal as well. Initially, like, would you like to spend time together? At this point, that may feel like a proposal to you. Are you willing to forgive me? Are you willing to go out of town with me for a few days so we can talk and spend time together and start putting everything on the table and start clearing the air with each other? That's a proposal as well. But obviously, since I dropped this right across from that long-term card, not meaning to do that, actually, it just sort of happened. I do feel that that is an indicator that your person wants this long-term relationship with you in terms of an engagement proposal. So yes. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to know? Message. Well, yes, there is communication coming from your person. And we talked about that with that Magician's Sword and with that Ace of Wands. Obviously, if your person wants to rebuild this relationship with you, they're going to have to start talking to you. And that message from your person is forthcoming. Remember, that Fool is buried somewhere underneath those cards. All of a sudden, out of the blue, Sudden and swift change, and you may not be expecting it at all. You may be completely focused on something else. You may be watching something on TV. You may be out and about with friends. You may be at a class. You may be at the gym. You may be working. You may be sleeping. And boom, there's that message. There's that text. There's that phone call coming in from your person. Expect the unexpected. Things are shifting and changing in the universe every minute of every day. Let's see what else we need to know. What does the universe want us to hear? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Forgiveness. Well, yes, this is about your person apologizing and asking you to forgive them. And that is going to be their first step in taking this journey back towards you, to put forth the effort and energy to rebuild your trust and your faith in them. Your person knows that the two of you belong together. And if they didn't talk to you about this before when you were spending time together, this is something that they've definitely awakened to during the time that you have been in separation from each other. They want to hold on to you, and they want to hold on to this relationship. They know that it's time to start talking. They know that they want to have the opportunity to begin again with you and see if you are willing to have this fresh start with them. That is all over this reading, actually, in several places. Judgment, the Fool, the Ace of Wands. I want to get back together. This is all about your person wanting this fresh start, starting again. Only this time, they will get it right, because they want to prove to you that you can trust them, that you can have faith in them, and they will never stop earning that trust, that faith, that love, and that respect with you moving forward, because they've always seen a future with you. They know that you're the one for them, and they know this relationship with you. They know this love connection, this love destiny that you share with each other is meant to be. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, guys.